Okay, we're live. All right, besties. Today we're gonna talk about fear of failure and how to do things anyway. My sister's here in the office with me. I'm about to do my makeup because I gotta film some content for our Instagram. I got a bunch of candies here. Where are they? Like lollipops. Gotta film some holiday. It's not easy being a content creator and a business owner. I feel like that should be a separate video, but I guess it's all about managing your time. But yeah, so fear of failure. I was asking my sister like what we should talk about today. Hold on, I gotta get my makeup. It's in my bag. So fear of failure. Let's talk about fear of failure and how you move anyway. But when I was trying to pick the topic for today's conversation, and what are we calling this, Raquel?
Fear of failure?
No, like this whole thing that we're doing. Did we say like queen behind the scenes? Like what was the name that we chose?
Queen behind the scenes.
All right. She's like, you're not scared to fail. What makes you say that though?
Because like why would you have fear to fail? Like
I'm saying, like, why do you think I'm not scared to fail? Like, what makes you think that?
because I know you got faith and you haven't failed yet. I mean, I just think that
But
if
do you
and if you do, like okay, like
But do you think I get scared that I'm gonna fail? No.
like I don't think so.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, like everybody makes mistakes and you can't help like what's
Right, like, whatever happens is gonna happen.
exactly.
Yeah. So, she is right to an extent. I feel like most days I'm very confident in my decisions, even if I make mistakes, because of course I'm gonna make mistakes, but I'm very confident in my team and the decisions that I make and I put my all into this, that I'm like, failure is not an option. Like, no matter what happens, we will get through this. Like, you have to, over the years, I've been in so many situations with the business that I've been like, oh my God, like, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this. And at the last moment, God always comes through. And I've seen time and time again how I've gotten out of those situations when it seemed like everything was going to fall apart, when it seemed like we were gonna go bankrupt, when it seemed like I was gonna have to let people go. Something always came through, you know? So I definitely think that if you're living in your purpose and doing good things, creating, innovating, and putting things out there in the world, that you're helping others. I like to think that we are helping instill confidence in others, like through fun makeup and encouraging people to explore their creativity. Because at the end of the day, that's what I feel like everybody's put on this earth for, to create something, whatever it may be, and to help somebody else. So I feel like as long as you're doing that and you are very focused and you have that tunnel vision that no matter what, like, it's going to happen, like, you can't lose, you know? You just can't. So that's just what I've learned with experience over the years of having this makeup brand. I'm not saying it's easy, because it's definitely not. You do get scared, but I don't know, like, I feel like my faith is so strong and my passion for this is so strong that I know we're gonna win. And my parents, even, there's been moments that, everybody has doubted, like, including my parents, my family, and I don't blame them, because there's been situations that literally were like, oh my gosh, just seemed impossible. So I didn't blame them, but I had to reassure them and remind them, like, of the vision. Like, hey, this is what we're doing. God wouldn't have put this in my heart to do something and allow us to get this far for nothing, to like fail now. So that's just how I look at it, My sister's over here doing PR packages for some influencers she reached out to this week. But Yeah, I know, like, I feel like it's all in your head too. The best way I can put it is you have to tell your brain when you have doubts. If you know something so deep in your heart that you have to do it and you're gonna succeed no matter what anybody else says or thinks, you have to put those doubts behind you. Get to work, and I promise you, take action, get to work, and those doubts, they're gonna slowly disappear, even if you don't see results right away. When we first started, I remember like the first month, I literally got like 10 orders, and most of them were like on launch day from family and friends. The second month was even less, and I'm doing research, I'm working all day, I'm figuring out like I'm at home in my parents' apartment, and I'm trying to figure out how to create new products, different formulas, what to create. Yeah, it was a lot of long days, long nights, and not seeing results right away. So you have to get used to that. Like anything that you're working towards, you have to get used to it. Especially, I think that's something that I've gotten very used to because of what I went through with my injury and everything. It just taught me that even if you don't see results the next day, you gotta keep going. You have to. This is just a part of the process, and there's something to learn in the process. If I had gotten investor and help early on, I wouldn't have the hands-on experience that I have now. I wouldn't have the insights in the market into what people want to see, like how I do now. There's so many things that I wouldn't have learned if I wasn't so hands-on in literally every area of the business. Of course, now that we've grown, I have help, thankfully, because there's no way that I'd be able to do it alone. But starting small taught me so many invaluable lessons that I wouldn't have learned otherwise. I'm trying to decide like what type of look I want to go with today. I really been liking the like e-girl. What?
What time are you going out?
Probably like around 8.
Okay.
Yeah, the e-girl look with the white top shadow topper. I think I'm gonna do that with like Celestial Being and lots of blush. That still might not be enough, but yeah, those are my 2 cents. Maybe I was rambling, but I feel like these queen behind the scene moments can help me speak better. What else, Raquel? What else are your thoughts on fear of failure?
I mean, you know, like everybody fears they're gonna fail, but I don't know. I never thought about it.
Yeah. Like when your business was going through like that period of time where you went through all that stuff financially, what did you think? Like, were you scared you were gonna fail?
Yeah, of course. Like, you know, you get scared. And I've learned that, you know, like the outcome, it is what it is, and what's gonna happen is gonna happen. And you just move on from it, you know?
Yeah. And I feel like it always teaches you something too.
Yeah.
You can look at it like a failure or a lesson. Anything
Yeah,
that I've failed from, I have learned
Yeah, I took
from.
that as a lesson. Like a big lesson.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like a failure either. Like if you don't necessarily succeed at something.
I don't see it as a failure. I see it as I fucked up.
And you know, like there's people that have started businesses many times, people that have gone bankrupt many times.
Yeah.
This is probably a bad example, but Donald Trump, like
I know he filed bankruptcy like how many times?
Exactly. So it's
and
like
he's a criminal. He's the president.
But that's so true. You could be anything in life, literally.
Yeah. That's so crazy. You know, I was thinking about that the other day. Like, I can't believe that.
But you know what? Like, I think it directed you to a better place. I feel like you were not mentally stable. Like, you weren't happy there.
I wasn't.
You know?
Yeah.
And you were all alone.
Yeah.
Me and my sister are super close. Like, ever since even when I was a little girl, we lived together. But, you know, when I was 18, I moved in with her. And then after my accident, I moved back. So then a couple years later, after all that stuff happened with her business, then she moved here. I don't know, I think it's better to have like your family close.
I think so too.
People that like support you, you know, because there's very few people that are gonna truly believe in you 100% too. So you need people like that to keep you going. It's hard to always motivate yourself, which you're gonna have to do because nobody's gonna get you up out of bed every morning. But having people, friends or family that believe in you and what you're doing makes such a huge difference. Yeah. Like when I'm down, she pushes me. When she's down, I push her. And then we just get through it together. Then you don't have to be alone because it's tough as is. So if you have somebody or a support system that you can lean into, then lean into that. But, you know, even the other day, my dad, and when I first started my business, my parents, they've always supported me. But my dad, when I started, he was like, I don't know about this. He told me that. He was like, I don't know about this. And now look at us. We've grown so much from where we were, you know? And it wouldn't have happened if I wasn't scared to fail. So I hope that helps somebody today.